Welcome to Kelleigh Plays Final Fantasy X, and as you might see at the top of the screen, this series is going to be about me finally taking on Penance. Because I put, we didn't have it in the original game that we got on the PS2. And I'd very much like to defeat him once and for all. And I'm going to be starting over from scratch. Even though I'm about at, I want to say Gagazet before the Seymour fight. When I bought this for PS3? Yeah, for the PS3. Which, actually I lost that in Harvey, so all the more reason to put a copy I can't lose on Steam. I'm going to try to not talk over cutscenes as much as possible. I still feel nasally, and I might sniffle here and there. Well, it takes me a long time to 100% recover from being sick. In exchange, I usually don't. I've been sick 3 times since working at my current job, but before I had this job, the last time I've been sick was probably like middle school. And I'm 29. I have a feeling it's about to tell us whose story this is. That's not even in English. I didn't. Well, oh well. That was unintentional. I did download some mods to give it like reshade and whatnot. I guess I accidentally turned on Japanese dub. I'm not against it. That might actually bring a little spice into replaying the game. Because honestly, that's how I feel overall about this game. Like, when it first came out, mind-blowing, stunning game. Absolutely fantastic. But cut to however many years later, and I think I actually know this answer. I think it's 2001 it came out, so this game's 17 years old. I don't know, like, once you know the story, there's really nothing else to this game. So I just think it has pretty low on the replay value. And of course, the PS3 came out, and now a PS4, so in a game that was a powerhouse in graphics before, this kind of looks bad now. We're just gonna name him Titus. Maybe the laugh scene won't be nearly as bad in Jap dub. I almost feel like you can tell. Well, I guess it's in Japanese now. I can talk over it. Yeah, the voice acting seems just as weird as the English. And makes sense, it was the first Final Fantasy to have it. Oh, that guy. That kid is not low tone at all. So yeah, I'm gonna cut out. I'm not gonna record any session of grinding that I do. I'm probably just gonna largely focus on the cutscenes and bosses and battles I inevitably come across when progressing. Otherwise, by the time I beat the game, I'm probably gonna do a lot of the endgame prep stuff off screen, but record the important stuff, like if I go to fight Nemesis or Omega Weapon.
俺がそのニュースを聞いたのは3回目の家出をしている時だった。みんなのヒーロージェクトが練習中に行方不明、捜索打ち切り。俺の親父はジェクトの熱狂的なファンださ。親父驚いてるだろうな、ショックだろうな。そう考えたらなんだか泣けてきた。
Is it just me, or do they not get nearly as far into that conversation? I like how the time where he says let go of me, there's no one near him. And come on. When you first heard this song, who wasn't hype as hell? That'll teach you to play sports ball. The sound effects didn't seem synced up to the video in that cutscene.
またわけわかんないこと。
The voices don't seem iconic enough.
見ろ。俺たちはシンと呼んでいた。
シン。
ジェクトの土産だ。
親父の。あ、
使い方は実践でな。
I mean, I'm gonna magically learn how to use it right now. Look at that. Look at my poise and my stance.
雑魚に構う時間はない。突破するぞ。
So, the last time I played through this game, which would be when I bought the remake for the PS3, I gave myself a really stupid challenge. I went through the entire game never switching out any character. But I picked the 3 that I got to keep. And that might not seem like a challenge to you, but until you realize the 3 that I picked, and there were sections of the game where it was not easy. I went with Yuna, Summonless Yuna, Lulu, and Riku. There's no physical damage there whatsoever. And actually I had to get past Gaga set, because I definitely at least was grinding in Omega's, whatever his place is called. And I got him strong enough to hit the 5-9 damage cap. Took a while though.
好き勝手暴れやがって。
まとめて片付けてやろう。
Yay, we're gonna overdrive. I'm so gonna fuck this up. Or not. This is the obligatory boss battle you can't lose because Demi can't kill you ever, no matter what game it is. I largely think they just wanted to show off. Ooh, that was an overkill? Wow. I think they wanted to show off them, the characters having two states of kneeling down from being injured, because there's like almost no way in hell you wouldn't see it here. Okay, so I'm trying out some new settings, and it would be prudent of me to keep two datas. One will be for when I start episodes, and the other will be for when I end episodes. That way, if a video gets not saved right,
笑ってんじゃねえ
I just load up the first save
アーロン逃げた方がいいっ
and
て
redo it, and hope I can remember everything I talk about.
はやってらんねえっての
Skillfully dodging.
なんで
Wow. Already, Tidus is sounding pretty annoying. Jesus Christ. Now, at this point, I kind of hope the laughing scene is just as bad. Tidus is supposed to be the speed character, so it makes me really wonder how Arn got in front of him and jumped that just fine.
アーロンアーロン
I thought you could hear him scream there. Maybe that's something they added in our version.
Oi! Oi!
親父 いろいろ考えてたのは覚えてる。
Hold down
俺
left and
どう
O.
なるんだとか、ここどこだよとか、そのうち頭がぼーっとしてきてさ、なんだか眠くなって夢を見た気がする。一人ぼっちになる夢。誰でもいいからそばにいてほしい、そんな気にさせる夢だった。
So there was
誰かいる？
a different way that I was planning on playing Final Fantasy X for my channel.
わー！
And I don't want to pick like the blatant go to GameFAQs.com and find whatever's the absolute hardest challenge because you make no progress whatsoever towards anything. So in this game it'd be no sphere grid challenge, and I want to take it one step further, no Riku overdrive. Stuff like that's just not me, but I still kind of want to like do something to put some spice into it. So what I was originally planning on doing, and it's something I tried to do at some point before as well,
なんですかね。
was since this game, its battle system is the easiest out of any Final Fantasy, I wanted to like open up some notes on another screen and follow like to the T what speedrunners would do to play this game, but not necessarily try to like get a super duper good time. I know there's not. I ultimately scrapped that idea because when doing research on what would all be needed like in the run to make sure there was nothing like super silly that could like kill it out of nowhere. Granted, I'd be using saves. I don't need to save right now. I was looking up what items were missable in case I wanted to like grab those, and then after I beat the final boss I transition into a post-game one where I go after Penance. And I just figured the issue then came with the speedrun notes want you to do standard sphere grid. But if I'm going to do Road to Penance, I'm going to want to limit the amount of grinding and want to choose the expert. And I didn't want to start a whole another playthrough over, like after I completed the challenge and then started the goal of fighting Penance data. So I scrapped the idea and I'm just gonna do a Road to Penance from the beginning. Now, that's not to say all achievements. I don't feel like finishing the sphere grid for everyone. That just seems silly. Nice preamp. Not that it matters. So, as of recording this, I doubt it's going to be too long before it goes up to YouTube. I'm not sure the exact point this information got revealed, but for anyone who plays Dissidia NT, the second DLC character was revealed to be Locke Cole from Final Fantasy VI. And I'm pretty about Locke himself, but they said he's gonna have stealth. Now that I'm interested in, because I main Lightning, and typically any kind of assassin-y type. So I want to see how stealth will work in a Dissidia game, because it's never been a thing before. And as you might know from looking at my channel, I very much do love Opera Omnia. Apparently, it's getting released on NT and Opera Omnia at the same time. So I guess we're getting Locke. I'm not sure exactly what it's going to be tied to in Opera Omnia. It might just be an event character, the first or second event character in the next month. I'm sure we'll find out at some point. But I know a lot of people on the Reddit have been wanting Locke, so they'll be happy. The only thing I'm taking away from it, other than I want to try out a stealth character in NT, is if they are going to do this kind of simultaneous release for both games going forward, if the third NT DLC character is supposed to be a new half female character, it's almost, I think at that point, and if they're going to have a simultaneous release, it is 100% all but confirmed going to be Renoa. Which I would be over the moon about. Renoa is one of my favorite characters in the entire series. Easily my favorite character from her game. I have done... This is probably going to be a spoiler for when I finally get around to playing Final Fantasy VIII. I've done a solo Renoa challenge before, and even beat Omega Weapon with just Renoa. So my weird and unique challenge for Final Fantasy VIII is not going to be a solo character. I have some... Final Fantasy VIII's weird challenge is going to be the best one that I've come up with. And I just didn't want to start off with 8 quite yet. I want to start off with a couple of... okay, I know there's an item somewhere. Whatever. I might be tripping. Huh? Oh, it's right here. I want to try and limit my videos, unless it's like a special episode, to 30 minutes. So we're approaching 30 minutes now. I don't know if I quite want to end the episode quite yet. I figured Besaid would be a better place to stop, but you know what? Might as well just start. Let's just go ahead and just start the format. I'm gonna immediately record the next episode. So this has been the pilot episode for Final Fantasy X, Road to Penance. And if you're wondering, yes, Final Fantasy IX will be switched to Road to Ozma, but it's still gonna be under that same mod. So that isn't scheduled to end, it's scheduled to continue at some point. I just really felt like playing 10 because the Square Enix store had a digital sale, and I bought a few. Well, anyway, stay tuned for the next episode. Peace.